In the first half, Jason was kind of catching the ball in the wing, trying to do some things off the dribble. He's a catch-and-shoot type of guy, and that's what he did right there. Knocks it down, and that's a good start for him and the Bruins in the second half.
Bryant, another phenomenal effort out of you. Yesterday you said the ankle had to improve a lot for you to be able to be here today. It obviously did.
Yeah, it did. You know, Gary Vee worked his magic, and you know, he got me ready to come out here and play, and here I am.
Well, certainly, you know, you talk about the atmosphere. A lot of times you don't see this type of atmosphere at a Laker game. This was almost a playoff type atmosphere for the Lakers tonight.
Well, you know, our fans are great. You know, they're real passionate about us and what we can do here. You know, they sense that we're a young team, but we're a hungry team. And we continue to work hard. We can do something truly special.
The San Antonio Spurs have been noted for their defense, but really in the third quarter, you guys came alive, played some excellent defense, able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, well, you know, we were very aggressive in the third quarter.
Well, with Earl Watson, he went back. His x-rays come back negative. You guys mentioned his toughness. A lot of local fans here in Los Angeles might remember back in the 2000 NCAA tournament after a 17-point, 16 assist, 0 turnover performance against Maryland, a game in which he tore his retina. He had surgery on Sunday, came back out and played against Iowa State in the Sweet 16, a game that UCLA would end up losing. But that's the toughness that is Earl Watson.
No more people, you know, didn't expect to see you out on the diamond tonight. Everybody thought you'd be back in Atlanta. It's got to feel good to get back out there and get on base 3 out of your 4 times at the plate.
No, it was really nice. It was really nice to get back out there. I wasn't expecting to play today either. Kind of found out when I got to the ballpark, but it's good. And most important thing is we came out with a good victory today. Everybody, you know, we swung the bat extremely well today and did our job.
Yeah, you know, it seemed like the top of the order really came through just as they did last night. Kind of makes things easier for you trying to transition back into it, isn't it?
Well, you know, you need that. And you don't just need the top of the order, you need everybody. And everybody's got to do their job and pick each other up. And, you know, and I think that showed today. And when you do that, you can put up some runs like we did and give our pitchers a chance to go out there and just throw their game.
Does it just feel good to come back out in front of all these people that were here tonight? A home game, because I know it was a treat for them. The season hasn't necessarily started the way many Dodger fans hoped.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of baseball left, and we understand that.
Mono's got to feel real nice to get back out on the floor and have the type of performance you had. I know you were frustrated. You want to get back out there earlier this week. How good did it feel?
Great. I was so happy to be there. Even if I didn't have a good game, I was satisfied. So if you had a pretty good game, we won the game. So I'm very pleased now.
Did you take a collective sigh of relief knowing that Tim Duncan, when he saw the big guy go down, and now to know that he's going to be okay?
Yeah, of course. Every time we see him going down, we get worried. But the way the play developed, we knew it was just a knee-to-knee thing. So those kind of hits don't take long.
Good news for the San Antonio Spurs. Manu Ginobili's back out on the floor, drops 20 tonight. And better news, Tim Duncan's okay. Let's send it back to the studio.
Let's go across the diamond and join Sean Farnham.
Well, the news this week has been Freddy Sanchez, the second baseman, the native of Southern California, a product out of Burbank High School. He was struggling at the dish prior to this series. In fact, just 2 for his last 27 as he headed into Chavez Ravine. Now, he did tell me this. He went to the corner cottage and he had his favorite breakfast burrito. Now, it didn't help him with the swinging, but nevertheless, he enjoyed the food. He feels like the extra work he's been putting in has really helped him. He's 4 of 8 thus far in the series. And the big reason for why the Pirates are looking forward to getting even more healthy. Really, the story is Freddy Sanchez, the one restaurant he hasn't gone to that he really hoped he was going to have the opportunity to, Don Cuco's out in Burbank. It's a good Mexican place. You should try it. Waddy, I know you love the Mexican food.
Sean, thanks for that Zagat report. We appreciate it.
I've been there. It's good.
It is good.
A great job by the Bruins right there. That's when your defense starts to set up your offense. And too many times this year, the Bruins have really tried to let their offense set up their defense. And right now, that's switched, and that's why the Bruins are making this run.
It seems like a lot of those guys, especially in the middle, have just been flip-flopping where they're expected to be.
Well, and I really think that's because of the unknowns coming into the season. You know, when you talk to Lon Kruger specifically from UNLV, this was a team that was preseason picked to finish 8th in the conference because nobody knew how their seniors would respond or how Kevin Kruger would integrate into their offense. But as you see right now in the standings, this is a conference that's solid from top to bottom. And a lot of people who look at the Missouri Valley Conference a year ago and how many teams they were able to get in the NCAA tournament, UNLV has an RPI right now at 12.
We're going to see Arizona's last possession. Here's Stoudemire right here, and here's Iguodala. He's going to flash right into the key and open everything up on the baseline. You see Michael Fay step up. Hassan Adams hides on the baseline and then attacks the hoop. Great job. Nice ball movement. Way to find the open man for the Wildcats.
Stanford
Cal game is going to be terrific on Fox Sports.
Oh, it's going to be an outstanding game. You know the fans at Cal are going to be going crazy. But Mike Montgomery has done an outstanding job this season with this team. It's an experienced team. You've got guys like Childress getting up in the rim and throwing down dunks. They have a lot of versatility. They have a great inside-outside combination, and that's one of the reasons why Stanford obviously is ranked number 2 in the country and is undefeated. To keep it going, though, it's going to be awfully difficult because they are going to that hostile environment across the bay with Ben Braun.
Sean, the Rebels have started to get some half-court offense.
Well, watch what dribble penetration does. Rougeau flattens out the defense by dribble penetration. Okay, stop it right here, fellas. All 5 Lobos defensive players are in there. Quick ball reversal. You're going to find a wide-open Wink Adams, and that's just an excellent job on dribble penetration, flattening out the defense by Rene Rougeau.
Number 1 Illinois versus number 2 North Carolina. Farnham, who do you like?
Well, it should be a great game, and I think what's really important in this one is going to be the interior play. I think when you look at what Roger Powell was able to do last night, I think he was key in that victory over the Louisville Cardinals. But I think you look at Sean May, he leads the NCAA tournament in points per game, rebounds, as well as field goal percentage, and having that consistency down low really opens up things on the perimeter for Felton and McCann. If they bring that same intensity they brought in the second half against Michigan State last night, I think Roy Williams is finally going to get that monkey off his back.
Ben Howland simply has been amazing in Westwood, and the way that he strategizes with his coaching staff and prepares, and again, initiating the offense, took away big baby Glenn Davis early in this contest, frustrated the big guy, and then he started forcing up some shots that we don't usually see, and then he was also trying to create off the dribble, catching the ball at the free throw line, really trying to work his way into the paint, and that allowed the double team to come at a more natural pace.
And his teammates are probably giving Aaron Brooks a lot more street cred for making that kind of a move.
Well, he might have more street cred, but I look at it, it doesn't belong in the game what he did last night, and I really feel like he should be suspended for the entire Pac-10 tournament. They only suspended him for 1 game, which means if Oregon happens to beat Cal tonight, Aaron Brooks will be back in uniform for the final tomorrow, and I simply don't agree with that. I think that they need to be a bigger suspension. 2 games is sufficient just for the tournament.
And after watching the last 2 games, if he's clearly the number 1 pick, then Joakim Noah better sign a 10-day on Tuesday, because this kid is so athletic. And Chris, as you mentioned, it's not only his ball handling ability, but it's the length of his arms, his ability to block shots. Sometimes he was behind Ryan Hollins, able to reach over the top of the 7-footer and still knock the ball away.
Fred Couples playing well in the 3rd round. Check out the approach here. Now, Matt, I know you golf just like this.
Only if I could.
Yeah, about a foot away from the cup, he would birdie. That was on the 14th. Then on the 17th, he gets another birdie. Moves to 10 under, 6 under 65 on the day, 4 shots off the lead. Craig Barlow on the 17th, chipping it in. A phenomenal round for him, 4 under 67. He's tied with Couples with 10 under par. But Rory Sabatini, how phenomenal is he with the putter? The flat stick working real well for him today. Shot a 4 under 67 and leads by 4 shots going in to the final round. Hey, we'll come back. JJ, we're coming for you. JJ's got a little bit too much of the Hulkster in him right now. JJ, will you try to calm down a little bit? Let's go to UCLA's campus and check in on the other, other undefeated team in Los Angeles with Billy Mack and Matt Stevens. Someone get him water.
Last possession for the Bruins. They got the ball inside, they got it out, then they got it back inside, and then they swung it to Jason. It's wide open, spotting up for a 3, and I like Jason Capono wide open for 3.
He doesn't miss many of those uncontested.